La 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 la. I'm putting on a dress and some diamond-studded shoes. I'm feeling quite sassy in a girlish kind of mood. I'm so enamored with all the fun and glamour. Oh, I love being a girl.
My name is Vanessa Lengies. I've been acting since I was 7 years old. I am a happy-go-lucky free spirit who spent my whole life embodying all kinds of characters. But in my real life, I've been struggling with my sexuality. Who am I? I want to take away the fear of talking about sex and sexuality, and I'm going to dare it all. This is my journey. One of my biggest questions has been about my gender, woman or man. My whole life, I haven't felt like I cleanly belong to either. Going to a gender therapist feels like a safe place to talk about this stuff for the first time. So when I was little, I wouldn't say I wasn't drawn to things that girls are drawn to, but I was just drawn to more things. Like I liked Ninja Turtles instead of Barbies, but I liked stuffed animals. I dressed constantly in my dad's clothes. And I remember getting made fun of at school and being horrified. You know, if I think about my mom, she's very feminine. She's like goddess, woman, all woman. And I think about my dad, and he's man. And then I don't really identify with the person that I see, even in the mirror sometimes.
You've been lied to. You've been told that you have to choose male or female, and that if you're not comfortable in one, then you absolutely have to be comfortable in the other one. And there's about hundreds or thousands of identities in between those.
This very powerful masculine side of me either gets a little stronger or less strong. I've never felt the feeling of being woman.
It's less about which gender am I wanting to be or comfortable with. It's who do you want to be? What do you want to look like? What do you want to wear? And really finding the confidence in that. The word's actually queer, where queer used to mean gay, but queer now means non-normative. I don't have to choose a label. So it's actually healthy to say, I've been told I'm a boy, but I don't feel comfortable with that, and I challenge that, or I challenge being a girl. That's healthy. Unhealthy is, I'll take on all these expectations. So you're in a good place. What's your current relational status? What's going on now?
I got engaged last July.
Okay.
To a man. We have been fighting. Just this whole docuseries about sexuality has brought so much up. So how do you suggest to your clients on starting that conversation with their partners?
Honestly and authentically.
How? Like,
Let me tell you.
sorry, babe. I'm sexually fluid. What does that mean? It means you're never gonna get the same person ever, forever.
There's a beauty in
And
that.
they're
See,
like,
when I hear
"What?"
that, I get excited. I think that's phenomenal. If you have shame or guilt or anxiety about parts of you sexually or your identity, you cannot move through the world feeling confident and secure. So until you've worked through that, you won't feel like a whole person in the world.
I totally get it. Okay, are you here? You can catch this? Yes! Let yourself in.
Vanessa!
Alex! I miss you.
What are you doing? What's going on?
I thought we could paint.
Okay.
When I thought about who I would even go to talk to about exploring my own gender, you came to my mind. Because of the story you told me about how it was for your Glee project.
When the producers of the Glee project came to me at a wee 18 years old to do drag for the very first time, I was just like, huh? What do you mean? No, I can't do that because of my background of being Christian. And at the end of the day, I did it because I always thought about it. Because I've always wanted to play Effie in Dreamgirls. That's like the thing.
And what is it about drag? Like, what do you get from it?
For me, it's expression. I feel like that's what it is. It's an art form. It felt right, and I don't know why it felt so right and so natural, and why it was so good at walking in heels. I'm like amazing at it. Like, you don't even know.
So you surprised yourself?
I shocked the hell out of myself. What are your questions about yourself?
Something doesn't fit with the way that I look and the way that I feel. If there's somebody who's going through a transition from woman to man or man to woman, and then I come out and say, guys, I don't know if I feel 100% like a woman. Is that offensive to their process? And that's what I mean. Yeah.
Not at all, because it's that part of gender non-conforming. You have to make yourself happy because you can't live for everybody else and what they think about you either. This is your journey. It's nobody else's journey.
If I were to do drag.
Perform what?
Drag performance.
You performing? Oh,
yeah.
Yes. You gonna perform, Vanessa? Oh, I think that'd be amazing.
Using drag to explore my gender feels right. Who better to guide me than one of the best drag kings in town?
Hi, I'm Vanessa.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Would you like me to call you Landon or Kristine?
Whatever feels more comfortable for you.
Okay.
Tonight is my first drag king performance, and it's going to be awesome. What's your name?
Lucky Johnson.
Lucky Johnson, and you'd like me to say him?
Yeah, my
Use the
preferred gender
pronoun.
pronouns are he and him.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
And you're trans, you used to be a woman, and now you're transitioning to a man, and you're a drag king.
Right. I identify mainly as queer, even though walking down the street, a lot of people just see me as a straight white man.
Right. I just want to know what gender means in the drag community.
Sure. Well, I think a really succinct way to put it is we're born naked, the rest is drag. So gender is a performance, and whatever it is, everything you, like, even if you're not thinking you're performing, every morning you perform. Even cis straight white people are performing their gender. They're just so used to it, they don't even realize.
I realize because I am constantly looking at myself in projects that I filmed, looking at somebody who's not me.
And you're not
and
necessarily
I'm not there. Is getting ready a part of the draw for you?
Where I come from the theater background, so I was always cast playing all these feminine roles, waiting for a man to come save her. And I remember going to the drag shows at the gay bar, and I remember thinking, I want to do that.
If I were to question my gender and then talk to somebody about it, the jump to conclusions to changing your gender completely
Right.
is something that people are thinking now.
They're assuming that that's the only way to go. My kind of go-to with the way I describe myself is I celebrate my femininity, I celebrate my masculinity, and I celebrate fluidity between the two. Masculinity and femininity doesn't mean man or woman. It's just a term that we threw on for,
That's okay.
how you want to present yourself. If you feel masculine inside, you can dress and look however you want. How you feel is how you feel, and shouldn't be no judgment by other people. And if they judge you, who cares what they have to say, because you still know it's true to you.
Damn.
Oh my fucking God. Amanda, are you seeing this?
Father, son.
Yeah.
I painted my face on you, literally.
I'm your son. I'm
Yeah.
your child.
I'm your son.
I'm your son. You know what's funny? I thought that I wouldn't be able to smile because when I dressed as a guy at home, I'm out. When I dressed as a guy at home, I never do my makeup to look like a guy, so I always try not to smile. But Landon did such a good job that I smile and I still look like a guy.
You refer to my hands and they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem, I guarantee.
Give all your energy to the debut of Mac Red!
Oh my goodness, you're professional at this.
It felt really, really good.
Did it feel amazing?
Like that's how I
You're so
am. That's how I am.
Have you done daytime boy drag? Just live that day as a man.
I feel like a little boy who got to be a grown-up for a day. I am really excited to give myself permission to play with my gender on a daily basis and just see how that feels. And really listen to myself and notice the places where I want to express my masculinity. It's okay just to explore and keep asking more questions, like, how will this affect other parts of my sexuality? I think I need a sex ed crash course from an expert.
Do you know how many sperm are released per ejaculation?
3? I don't have no
3?
idea.
I mean, there's a stigma surrounding the nipple. The more we show healthy images of women topless.
I want to do it with you today.
Done.
Thank you for watching that episode. It was a transformative experience exploring my gender. I want to know more about you, so feel free to share any stories you may have of your own sexuality or your own explorations in gender, or if something opened up for you after watching this.